gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. What it is real life, real talk by a real one right here on Gunner's Profiles. And what it ain't is added preservatives and bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll die with you before I lie with you. Will I die with you? So to what degree of dying are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Because we don't know each other like that. Menudo. And the menudo's not in a direct fashion, man. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm just being funny. Sasuke, you know how I get. As you can tell by that thumbnail, I need to respond. I need to put my 2 cents in because Sasuke, that's how I feel about the situation. I did tap in with Dubs and let him know. That's my brother right there, man, from a Southern California fashion. I did let him know, hey, I'm going to do something on it because Sasuke, I need to speak on behalf of other people. Bam! Plus, I like the content, so I piggybacked off and said, get chicken fights. All right, let's do it, Dubs. And it's a video that Dubs did yesterday that I felt that if for no other reason was a great video, great content. If you haven't tapped in with my boy Dubs yet, man, tap into Dubs on YouTube. One of the realest, illest killers in the building, man. A man that did over 24 years incarcerated, Pelican Bay shoe, been there, done that, several yardas, and made it out the mud, man. Got himself out the mud. Cuz on Paru, he got up out the mud, man. And he's really doing big things right here on YouTube, and I commend him on his content. Great person, great mentality, great spills. Tap in with it. So trip out. Without all the plugs I'm giving him, let me keep it real when I say this video that he did, why Africano brothers, the black community, man, incarcerated in prison, the Mexicans won't give them the head up fade. Well, let me explain it to you. From a northern perspective, okay, we had it from a vato that did his thing down south. The ranfla of the Southern California carro is different. Up north, it's a little bit of a different mentality. You got to understand, we function, when I was an active norteño, and I'm just speaking on behalf of the gente, we function simultaneously side by side with the Africano brothers on said yardas. Was there an alliance there? A loose alliance, meaning if something happened on that side of the yard that involved everybody, well, so let's get one jump, all jump, right? But for the most part, everywhere I had been up until that point, and everywhere and all the places where I was laced up, it was a very loose alliance, meaning, yes, have love for the Africano brothers. Yes, be about that black and brown unity always. But at the same time, if it doesn't concern you, especially on a 3 or 4 yard in California Department of Corrections, Sasuke, then get the fuck up out the way, right? Get up out the mix because that's not your business. Involving and poking your nose in someone else's business, especially in the California Department of Corrections, can get that motherfucker chopped off, homes. You're going to be like fucking Holyfield, missing a piece of your body, Sasuke, all because you wanted to involve yourself in a reindeer game, Sasuke, and you ain't a reindeer. Order, if you want to be looking like Rudolph, homes, they'll get you that way. Believe me, indubitably. Now, trip out. His video he did yesterday, I watched it. I watched it premiere, man. I thought it was a great video. I think he touched on a lot of the pinpoints and the aspects coming from the Southern California aspect of it. Why Vatos from down south, Mexicanos from down south don't involve themselves with one-on-one confrontations with Africano brothers. And it's simply put like this. And this goes for the North as well as the South, period. Plain and simple. And I'm not trying to talk on behalf of the gang members and the politics. I'm just talking on behalf of the brown people, period. Because guess what? I woke up brown today. Today I got time, cuz, right? Yeah, today I got time and I go hard, cuz. And I'm going to say like this in a menudo style and a direct fashion that on a 4 yard, there's no hands-on. There's hands-off policies. Meaning nobody's fighting, bro. Everybody's using weaponry. Sharpen that motherfucker. Everyone on a 4 yard, a 180, even a 270 design, if it's a 3 yard, will come out strapped up, prepared. So let's get to what preparation? I can't call it, man. It depends on how you make your weaponry, but you're going to have something. So let's get, you better. You better. If not, if you don't come on possession or something like that, that's on you, allegedly. Anyways, I will say this, and that goes for all group factions, all cars. Okay, North, South, Perros, White Boys, sprinkle them in. Shout out to the woods, right? Africano brothers, man, Kumi, Jama, doesn't matter, Crip blood. Whatever you are on a 4 yard, you knew better, so you fucking do better, right? Come out prepared for, Orale, I'll have some of that Grey Poupon. Prepared for guerra, for war at all times. Because just like a tinder box, a match will light it and ignite it, right? And that's how it is on a 4 yard, man. It's a highly aggressive place where everyone carries themselves with professionalism and class and does their own thing, but at the same time, anything can go down. Now, when I looked at Dub's content yesterday and I seen what he said, I agreed. I totally agreed. It makes no sense for heads up fade. This ain't the streets, homie. Orale, Popeye. These are the streets, homie. Charlie, these aren't the streets. Prison is its own animal compared to the streets. Now, on the streets, you can catch that fade. Hey, chip out. So you want it like that? We can get it like that, homies. Let's catch that fade. Everybody wants to catch a fade. A fade, a fade, a fade, a fade, a fade. I take a taper, right? Everybody always wants to catch that fade. And what does that prove? Oh, I'm a man, homies. I could fight. Yes, we know a grown man can fight and live to fight another day. We know that. But when you're in prison on a 4-yard, things are just a little bit more serious than your average everyday fight. Okay, these vatos don't got time to fight. A lot of them are lifers. A lot of them are doing an extensive amount of time. They know what it is to take another human's life, man. They're not tripping off no fight. They ain't got nothing to prove. You know what I mean? They've been did that. So when they were 13 years old, they were fighting in the alleyways. They were fighting in the water. They were fighting in the ghettos. And I'm talking about all people, the Africano brothers as well as the Mexicanos. Motherfuckers was getting it in. So that's getting that late night. They was really getting it in. Maybe with your old lady. That's why you guys fought. Menudo, Arby's. Anyway, so that's how it was going down. But on a 4-yard, it gets very serious very fast. And there is a no hands-on policy, meaning you're not going to touch our people. We're not going to touch your people. You're not even going to touch your own people. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm in a position right now. I'm in a position called no good standings, right? I'm not in good standings with my gente. And it's not because I got a big fucking mouth and because I told on everyone and because of this, because of that, because I didn't do none of that. What it is, because before I was in best standing, I kept my fucking mouth shut like this, watch out, right? What it was red on red. I chose to put my hands on another norteño, man. I chose to beat up on one of my own people. To what degree beat up on Cacol? He swung too. But I chose to do that. That automatically deemed me in my own people's eyes as a traitor, a coward, a degenerate. Why? Because I got off on my own gente. You do not get off on your own people. Now, I knew better, and I should have did better. But at the same time, you guys know my story. That was my only shit. I had to shine one time for their mind, right? That was just it. That's the way it went down. Okay? Now, in a Southern California fashion, man, with their ranfla, it's kind of the same thing. I know a little bit. You know what I mean? I can't say too much, but I know enough to know that they're not allowed to put hands on each other as well. Now, they have things called chequeadas and regulations, man, and I don't know why exactly they do it or how they do it. You know, up north is a little bit different, man. There's different rules and regulations to every group segment. The Africanos do their thing too, so do the white boys. Everyone will hold their own people accountable. You don't have other people hold you accountable. So that's not the fucking get down here. Never, ever, 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 ever will you let another man from a different race or a different stilo or a different fucking ranfla put any type of fingertips, toenails, hands, nose hairs, or anything on your own people, because that will kick the whole yada off. Where one gets off, all get off. We get off where we're mad at, man. Period. That's just how Mexicans, just the warrior in us. Alright, but don't get it twisted, man. The Africano brothers will get off where they're mad too. Now, when it comes to one-on-ones in prison, you're not going to hardly see those. You're going to see a 2-on-1. You're going to see a pegada. You're going to see a removal. You're going to see a 4-on-1, a 3-on-1. You're never hardly, and I mean hardly, going to see a 1-on-1. If it comes to the point where you have to fight, well, you might as well just kick the whole shit off. The yard's going down. Okay, when it comes to that point of physical violence, there needs to be a body. Bring me a body. Okay, y'all hold. Bring him a body, man. There's no time for bullshit. There's no time to throw. Okay, you got that tiger. There ain't no time to fucking fight on a boardwalk, okay? When it's time to shine, it's time till the motherfucking wheels fall off, till the eclipse happens, till the sun don't shine no more, right? So let's stick it up in you and then pull it up out you. It's time to make it happen. That goes for North, that goes for South, that goes for any Mexicano of a Latin descent, that goes for anybody on the fucking 4 and 3 yards. Vatos already know what time it is. Now, 2 and 1 yards, I can't speak for it. If the Vatos want to fight a little bit, that's on them. You know, but when you're doing grown man shit on some big boy shit and you're really incarcerated in them places that really count, where they'll really cut your shit off, you got to understand there's a no hands-on policy, and that goes for everybody. So when it's like, why don't Mexicans give black fades? Mexicans ain't giving nobody fades. Not necessarily just blacks, and I'm talking about North and South. Ain't no one can catch a fade, brother. Right? It's not that motherfuckers are scared to fight. Oh, no, see, what we'll do, the way that my bank account works is we don't do fades over here today because I got too much in my account. Nah, that's not the way it works, man. Vatos ain't giving nobody the fades. You can't fade with your own people. And those are the people you argue with the most, because those are the people you're around the most. See, a lot of people get the misconception they got the game fucked up, right? Oh, man, in prison, man, it's the blacks versus the whites, and it's the north versus the south. Charlie Holmes, you don't deal with each other. You might say, "Que huele, buenos dias, buenas noches." That's about it. You keep it real respectful. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. Now there's a little bit more interaction. But back in my days, right? Back in the days when we were young, we're not a kid anymore. Orale, I love it, right? Orale, remix, get me going. There was hardly any interaction, so there wasn't no disrespect there, because how are you going to disrespect a vato you don't even see or talk to? He's on the other side of the yarda con un jumping jack, right? Doing this thing while you're doing huelga birds. It is what it is. The disrespect was never there because you didn't give a chance to be disrespected. That's not how prison worked. You stick to your fucking own side and your own gente, your own rafla, your own people, your own carro. So a lot of the internal confrontation came within your own. And Samsuke, you were not allowed, I know up north at least, to put hands on each other. Samsuke, if it couldn't be worked out with words, if it couldn't be worked out with dictation, then it was going to be worked out on the motherfucking concrete. Now, Norteños will get down like that. They will let you think about your actions. They will let you get on that concrete and do some burpees, or maybe do an essay so that you can reflect and generate and jog your mind into why you shouldn't be doing some of the things you're doing. You get a chance. The second time, you want to settle the score, big pedazo at your door, no cheat, no more. Orale, whacked. That's what it is, man. You might get slide by once, you're not going to slide by twice. Now, when it comes to Northerners, Norteños with the Africano community, the Africano brothers, see how I said? I can't even talk right now. You have a lot of interaction because they function on the same side of the yard. Okay, so there'd be a little fucking tit for tat, a little, sometimes vatos not feeling comfortable with the way they're talking to each other. And there will be a little bit of animosity there, or a lot of friction, right? I've seen it. You know, I've seen, for the most part, man, I've got 2 yards where the Norteños are on lockdown for going at it with the Kumis, the Jamas, man, going at it with the Crips or the Bloods. Not necessarily the Crips as much, man. The Crips are always been real cool with the Norteños. But as far as like the Kumis, man, the Kumi cats, wow, them little youngsters, you know, man, pow, they're out there getting it, you know, 415, and they don't mix sometimes. I know on the streets, man, the black and brown unity is real, especially in the Bay Area, cities like Sacramento, things of that nature. But when it comes to prison is different, man. You got to carry yourself in a certain fashion. If you don't, your own people will fashion something up and stick it in you. Metal. You know what I mean? Heavy metal. What are they? Twisted Sister. They're not playing Guns N' Roses shit. That's so roll. That's why we walk like that and shit. You know what I mean? Sweet child of mine. Shut up, bitch. Orderly. What's that feel like? Tell me that one time for your mind. Anyways, so that's the get down. But will you ever see a Norteño and a black in prison give a head up fade? Never gonna happen. Nope, never will be, never shall be. And it's not because vatos are scared to catch that fade, that one-on-one. It's just because rules and politics deem that unnecessary and not gonna happen. It don't matter if you're the, and it just, hey, it's not like one group can fight better than the other, homes. I've met fucking black brothers, man, that could fucking throw them. Sabes que con un pinche Mike Tyson. And I've met motherfucking Norteños and Southsiders that could fucking throw them con un fucking Diego Corrales. Sabes que, orale, vatos got hands, right? It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter where you're from, man. You got hands, you got hands. You don't, you don't. Okay? But everybody will use metal. Metal's metal. It's hard to bend steel, you know what I mean, on bone. Straight up. I mean, sometimes it just depends. But anyway, so that's the get down. So I wanted to touch on that because I seen Dub said, you know, coming from the southern aspect of it, that Ranfla, they are not allowed to give one-on-ones, man. That's just, you're not going to put hands on their people without everyone kicking it off. It's the same thing for up north. You're not going to put hands on a Norteño, man, without feeling the repercussions for the actions. One jump, all jump, everyone's going to get off. If it comes to that point of violence in a prison yard, then it's going to get real violent. It's going to get dangerous fast, okay? It's just the way it is, okay? And that's from what I've seen. Things could possibly have changed now, so let's go around the corner and catch a fade. But I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I don't think putting your people in, because what happened, all right, look, let's tell a story right here. This is just a fiction, right? What happens if a Norteño and a black go around the corner and the Norteño gets knocked out? Do you think the Norteños are just going to take that one? Or do you think it's going to be embarrassing? It's going to be fucking highly embarrassing in that Menudo style. And what's going to happen? They're going to fucking get some things and come back. Oh, they're coming back, vato. And the same thing, vice versa, goes for the Africano brother. If the Norteño decides that for no other reason, he has super hands that day, and he puts the brother on his back, the brothers are going to feel some type of way. And they're going to come. Maybe not necessarily all the brothers, man, but his car will come. You know, that's just the way it is. Nobody wants to be made look stupid. Nobody wants to be made look dumb, especially in prison. And in prison, everyone has pride. Their cheston from preston is out, poked out. And that's what they does. Because, you know, pow, motherfuckers is with it. Look at even Big U. He's knocking out 32 motherfuckers, right? So that's, you think all 32 of them don't want their get backs? Spensa la tira. It'd be like, oh, you just think they took that L and just fucking went to the oil and rolled it up. Charlie Holmes, that's not the way it works, okay? Definitely not the way it works. I'm not saying that what did they knock up 32 people, but I highly doubt it, right? Fuck, he didn't do it, right? Straight up. I'm probably did do it. Anyway, so look, maybe over a 10-year gap or something. But anyways, so that's what it is, speaking from up north. Right now, I'm not a Norteño, and I don't speak for the Hampton, I speak for the brown people, but I will say, just looking at it from the outside, looking in, I've seen some of the comments that people had left on Dub's video talking about, you don't speak for up north or down south, whatever they had to say, man. People say what they say. At the end of the day, the pinche vato was just doing his pinche job. He was just letting you know what people say, because there's a lot of people that leave comments, oh man, y'all Mexicans are scared. Y'all Mexicans are scared to give us the head up fade. Ain't no one scared to fucking fight. It's a fight, vato. Who gives a fuck about a fight? That's fairy dust, right? That's a fight. Okay, we're talking about metal, Holmes. We're talking about real life. But why you guys always got to use weapons? Because we like it. It's we're Mexican. That's what happens. Brother, I've seen brothers in there with bone crushers like con un deer antler. Con un Zulu warrior, right? Vatos are handling their business as well. Everybody is down with the get down. It's different. Now in the streets, if you catch the fades, that's cool. A Mexican will catch the fade with you. A brother will catch the fade with you. Everyone's to be well respected and everyone will do their thing. But in prison, it's a different story. The Vato Dubs was not talking about in life in general, catching fade, why Mexicans won't fight blacks. He's talking about in prison, while incarcerated, why rules, regulations, and policies and politics deem that you cannot do it, even if you want to do it. Sasuke, it's not your choice. I mean, do it. Do it. See what happens. Put the whole carro in jeopardy. Jeopardize the safety, security, and all the movidas that are going on that yada that have nothing to do with you. Because you got to understand, you got to take into account when something kicks off, there's a lot of other cars, a lot of other different fucking people that got shit going on in them yadadas. Oh, they got a whole lot of shit going on in them yadadas. And if you fuck off what they have going on, Sasuke, they're going to fuck your shit off, right? And it's going to be your own people that do it because Sasuke, hey, they're going to get at your people like, hey, man, they do fucked everything up. That's all because he was mad because the Africano had a bigger pipa than him. What the fuck part of the game is that? And now his own people are going to be like, hey, you got to go, eh? What? You got to go, right? Get out of here. And that's just how it is. That's a fact. So anyways, when I seen Dub's video, man, I knew that he was going to get some feedback from it, some positive, some negative, man. But the Vato was just telling you straight from a southern aspect at one point in time, doing his thing in that ranfla, that's how they got down. And speaking as a Vato that once did it in a northern aspect, I could tell you it's pretty much the same thing. At no point in time will anyone outside of nobody, period, put hands on a Norteño without feeling the repercussions for that action. We're not even allowed to do it with our own people. So that's why I'm right here like this now. Just every day, just listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You can meet me at the crossroad because I am lonely. You know what I mean? Just the way it is. You know what I mean? But I got to keep my chest out because at the end of the day, a man will be a man, and a man can only put it with so much. You have to do what you does, cuz, right? On power, you'll do what you does. And that's just what it is, man. The wiggle will be real. Anyways, with that being said, man, I just wanted to give my response and give my point of view and my perspective on Dubs' video. Dubs is a good Vato, like I said, man. He was speaking from his perspective. I'm spoke from mine. We're going to do what we does. We're going to continue to bring you the best content we can possibly bring you. If you haven't tapped it with Dubs, fuck with him one time for your mind. That's a good dude right there. And we're going to continue that push. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, man, it doesn't matter about fighting. It doesn't matter about violence. It doesn't matter about gangbanging. It matters about going out there and feeding your fucking kids and getting that bag and being a good father, man, and loving your people. That's what matters. If you like this, please hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm continuing to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the unity of all people, black and brown, brothers and Latinos united, divided, we ride. Orale, let's come together as one gente, man. Doesn't matter who could fight better. ¿Sabes qué? Fuck that. You know what I mean? I'll just stab you, but allegedly. Straight up. I ain't taking the L.